Hey everyone, this is Vickriman and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 Waking the Tiger as Democratic Japan. And we have got ourselves into a weird situation here where China has essentially joined with the Soviet Union against the Axis. So that's a thing. And then at the same time, the Allies have now also declared war on the Axis. Curiously, though, we kind of knew that was going to happen. So, Italy has its own faction called the Pact of Rome, and it's separate, and they are currently not in the war, sending volunteers, but they're not in the war. So their territory, the Axis is not able to cross. You see what I'm saying? So that's why Romania, which is part of the Axis in this situation, just totally collapsed because Germany had no way to send any reinforcements. So that's an interesting thing. Also, at this point, Poland is essentially not involved. Yeah, so the Soviets are at war with Germany, but they're not going to get over there very easily at all. Unless they declare war on Poland, which I suppose could happen. So we'll see how that turns out. In the meantime, I'm just kind of afraid. There's one thing that I was thinking we might do is form a democratic coup in China and join in with them. But I'm afraid that that will get me through the cascade of effects here. It'll essentially put me at war with the Soviets and then basically on the side of Germany as well, because those wars will combine up. And that'll just be very strange. Because that'll kind of go against what I had hoped to accomplish here. The Chinese United Front faction really kind of threw a wrench into my plans of getting China democratic and joining my faction. So the US, I'm not entirely certain what they're going to do. I think what they're going to do is maybe attack the Soviets. But we'll see. If that's the case, I think we're going to see, since the Allies are not necessarily fighting them, yeah, because the Allies are on the same size as the Comintern. So my guess is he wouldn't be able to then join the Allies, right? Because he'd be in conflicting wars. So he should be interested in joining my democratic faction. I think that's the way that's going to work. We may go ahead and let's see what it takes for invite to faction. They're actually not too far off, so why don't we try to improve relations with the United States, with the idea that being if we can get them in our faction, we're going to be in a good shape. I'm surprised they don't hate me more. Oh, so they don't really care that I had the Philippines the American opinion of Japan. Okay. They don't really care that I did the Philippines thing. At least anymore. Maybe they did at one point. I think I'm going to do extraction because we've got a couple of expeditionary resources we can get once we get extraction level 3. Let's check to see if we're... Yeah, these guys can stop exercising. So they can hopefully gain some degree of organization. So yeah, we should probably start training a lot more. I've got some more Marines coming in here. Let's train some more basic infantry divisions. 3 rows of 6, that'll be good. Oh, we've got tanks coming already on a line, so we can remove that one. And I'm just gonna add another guy there. That'll be alright. Now, what are we doing for the Navy now? I think everybody's still going into one fleet, right? So we've got some subs. And that's all we've got. But we are going to get the Yamato class very soon. Could use some more steel. In fact, if we traded with the United States, that would be probably a good idea. And yeah, I could use some oil as well if you could. So that means we have not a ton of civilian factories to use for building, but we are building more. I think it's worth it though to try to get those ships going. Really, bringing in all that steel and oil. It's gonna get that Yamato out the door, and then yeah, we'll be able to reassign for some other things as well. We're probably okay with destroyers after this one. We'll switch to something else. So Belgium has capitulated, not a surprise there. Yeah, we're not producing any light tank, that's why those divisions are stuck. I did put some support anti-tank divisions on some of my units. Just because that's going to help us out if we go against... Oh, we have a war goal now. Oh, that's right. But we don't want to do that. What I would much rather see is maybe United States joins our faction. And then we do a coup in China, and that's how we get into the war. That way we'll have a democratic China ally. And it'd be pretty slick if we could get this province right here to rebel, so that these guys can just cross over there. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm not sure what the deal was there, but I had another crash. So I definitely reported that one. As well as the previous ones with the Malaya decision. So this is interesting here. German Reich rejects the Hungarian demands. Germany and Hungary, they're not in the same faction now. Previously declared Slovakia a core interest of Hungary owing to its historical ties. German leader Adolf Hitler has refused to accept any such demands, calling them foolish and dangerous interference in the internal affairs of a sovereign nation. We're wondering if Hungary might resort to violence to deliver a fait accompli. Okay. So that's interesting. So if the Pact of Rome ends up attacking Germany as well, they don't stand a chance, I've got to say. Because then they'll have something like 4 factions against them. Although France is folding. I mean, I don't think that necessarily means that they're going to be winning. Also, that line right there, that's going to cost a lot. All right, we're through with that. I want to make sure we can actually... China joined the Comintern. What? I'm not sure how all these Chinese events work out, but it appears as though we've essentially lost all of our work for turning them democratic, which is quite annoying. I mean, does it make sense to do it again? $1940. Yeah, let's do that. A little behind there. Okay, so I'm thinking probably infiltration is probably the way to go. Yeah. Because we definitely don't have the production really to be too, you know, armor focused. So we've got units ready to deploy. That would be the Marines. All right, we are going to find the rest of the Marines.
Okay.
Whoop, hang on. Burp. There we go. So these folks are going to be a new army. That's cool. Just use that guy for now. We may reassign based on their abilities. So for you, the Marines, we are just going to... Should we plan some sort of invasion? Probably of the Soviets. There's not a lot of great targets on this side that are naval. So maybe we ought to plan it for China. So I would like for you to invade from here. Yeah, I think going around Nanjing, the way to go. Ultimate deterrence, what is that? Guess we're gonna find out. Oh boy. Free India has joined the Axis. Oh no! And they're fascists for sure. But they have a lot of democratic. We could probably flip them. Whoa. China's back to being China. Fall of Paris. Capitulation. Yep, yep. Netherlands capitulates. Okay, so what occurred was Yugoslavia was attacked by Italy, and then they joined the Allies. So that means Germany and Italy are on the same side now. We probably need to look and see. Yeah, there's stuff we should be doing here. This little group here can go there, I think. Hopefully we don't oversupply. Construction. I probably want to queue up some radar stations because we don't really have any. Definitely near the front. Can we build one here? Yes. Makes a lot of sense. And down there. Probably want to cover that area and that area. Should be okay. I suppose eventually we're going to want to put it in the Pacific Islands as well. So we can keep an eye on things. But if we can manage to get the US on our side. Of course, if they attack Germany now. which is definitely what it looks like they're doing, then they will join the Allies. So that's not what I want. Not what I want indeed. As soon as I go and attack China too, they're probably going to join. Yes. Yeah, that's right. Because the Allies are on the side with the Comintern. Well, we're kind of have backed ourselves into a bit of a corner, I think. I could definitely use another carrier. Trotsky survives an assassination attempt. So we've totally completed that focus tree now. Let's get some bicycles, shall we? Hungary proclaims Greater Hungary. I mean, that's not really that much bigger, to be honest. Is Greece doing anything? No, but I bet. Excavation 3, which is what I want to see. Oh yeah, we definitely are behind on a lot of things. Let's get the carrier plane going. Fighter 2. Okay, I'm gonna take some factories off of guns. Let's get decryption. What should we get? I have 150. This one is gonna be yeah, let's do that. Decreased carrier armor, but increased range for everything. can send, oh, interesting. So, Free India apparently is getting crushed. I wonder if that's because China came down. Oh, I didn't have you assigned. Merge. So that fleet is not bad. It's got the essential components. I generally like to have a little bit more like smaller capital ships as well. But we take what we can get. Well, that's right. Let's do that. Well, Free India is no more. I'm not sure how long we've gone exactly, but I think it's probably a good idea to go ahead and take a stop here in the next episode. Just gonna change that to improved artillery. It's gonna take a while to actually upgrade those. But otherwise, I'd say we're doing the best we can. Alright, well, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.